everyone. Hello. Happy Friday. I'll put this on here. How's everyone's day going? Good. Thanksgiving's around the corner. I put a couple of brain teasers on the board while we're just letting the last couple of people trickle in.
Notice, Ashley, that the call being at 1 o'clock Eastern, it showed up on my calendar as 1 o'clock Central.
Oh, it did?
So I don't know if we're going to be down on people today because of it or if it's just me.
Yeah,
Oh,
my calendar appointment was at 2 Eastern time. I was surprised that it was that the email came out at 1. I went back and looked at all the other ones, said, all the notices said 1, but the appointment came in as 2 Eastern.
oh wow. Okay. Uh, that's interesting. On the actual link that you registered for or in the email?
Yeah, when I registered, the
Uh,
response email that I got, the reply email with the appointment said 2 o'clock.
oh, okay. That is strange. I'll go and make sure that it's not that way for the December meeting. That is very odd.
I mean, I went back and looked at I couldn't find an actual email that had the invitation. It's one of these things that just showed up on my calendar and I accepted it. At
Okay.
least I couldn't find an actual email.
I thought it said noon Central for me at one point because I could have swore it was half overlapping with my listed lunch break and now it's not. So I don't know if it just updated itself with like the time zone change or something.
Yeah.
But I seem to recall noticing that at one point it was different time than the other ones. But
Hmm.
maybe that's just the appointment that I got. So
Okay. I'm so sorry about that. And hopefully yeah, you're right. We might be down a few people, but I'll make sure to get the recording uploaded to you and make sure that it's not the same for the December call. I think the Zoom link did say one, so I'm not sure what might have happened there, but I'll look into it. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Susan.
Was gonna say, if anything, just hang out a little bit toward the end of the call if we get over early and just see if people join and be like, well, we've already done the meat and potatoes of it, but if you got any questions, I can answer them for you.
I know. Gosh.
yeah.
Oh, that
Hope
is.
you're not double booked.
Yeah, no, I'm not, so I can hang out a while. But thanks for letting me know. I had no idea.
And I'm kind of used to it, having to just do the math in my head from the Eastern Standard Time to Central. So I'm glad the link came in with the right time. Weird.
That is weird. Yeah, I just came from in home for the holidays in Dallas, so I'm adjusting. So my calendar's one or my computer's 1 hour ahead, but then my phone says the other, and so I'm having to do the math too. But oh, yeah. But I think this call should be fairly quick. So if hopefully you'll get some time back at the end because I know it's right before the holiday week. I don't know if everyone's taking off next week or just a couple days, but um, to start off with the brain teasers, I don't know if anyone had any guesses, but I can let you know. So the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 1924, it didn't feature balloons. Does anyone have an idea on what it was?
Turkeys.
It was on the right track. So they used live animals from the Central Park Zoo. So I thought that was interesting. Um, and then for the second one, what is the most common beverage served at Thanksgiving in the US? I didn't see any notes there, but non-alcoholic, it was sparkling apple cider. So
Never had that at Thanksgiving.
they might be either. So, um, yeah. All right. So, pretty short agenda. So we're going to go over the Regional Special Awards survey that was sent out, an update for the T-shirt logo, competition setup in the CMS to get ready for regionals in January, the regions that are eligible to send a second place team, certificate of insurance reminder. We're going to go into local Future City High School teams in your area, share a new resource for you, and then just a reminder for the December call. Joe does not like apple cider, I guess. So a reminder on this, you should have gotten an email last week and then a reminder just today. But if you have not had the opportunity to, if you can scan this and just, it's 4 quick questions on letting us know if you need help recruiting for the special awards. This year it will be the PMI Special Award and NCEES that we will be providing the rubrics, the plaques, as well as support for recruiting judges if you need it. If you can just get that done by the end of day today, that would be great. And then also, if you can just make sure that the mailing address that's in your admin account on the dashboard is up to date with the best mailing address, because we'll use that to send the plaques out for those awards, and we'll make sure that they get to you in plenty of time before your regional competitions. And then this will be in the follow-up email that I'll send out today, so if you don't get a chance to fill it out right now, I'll include it then. A quick update, we've had a couple of requests on uploading a t-shirt logo with a transparent background to make it easier for like t-shirt designs. So we did upload that. When you click on it, it might show up blank or like it's all white. But just know that there is a design on there. It just looks that way because it's all white. But it's in there under, it's kind of towards the bottom. So if you go to the second page of the resources, it'll be under there under Future City Theme Graphic Transparent. So if you need that, it's in the dashboard. A quick look ahead at regional competitions that are coming up in January. Since they will require a little bit of preparation on the setup for in the competition and the CMS for setting up your judges and the rounds and all of that. Let me know if you would like to schedule time to walk through it or build it together, or if you've already built it just to double check it. Sometimes a second eye is helpful. We also have how-to documents in there if you need a refresher on how to create a panel or upload a judge or anything that's related to the setup. We have all of that documented in there. And then the first week of December, it'll likely be the first week of December, we will have the sandbox open. We're just going to copy and paste what we have in the dashboard at that point so that you can test and practice your setup with the information that's in there as of the first week of December. So you can start with that, and then once you have a good handle on that, you can set up your competition in the CMS. Again, if you want to set up time, we can do it together on the call if you just want to tackle it, but it'll definitely make less of a headache for the day of. So. This list are the regions that are eligible to send a second place team this year, meaning your region has had the same organization or school win for 2 consecutive years. And if they win this third year, then they will be eligible to send a second place team. So diving into what that looks like a little bit more, so you do have to hit all of these requirements. So if they do end up winning the same organization this third year, they'll have to hit all of these requirements. So you will need a minimum of 15 organizations or schools competing in your regional competition. So that means like they're in person, not just registered. And then you'll have to fully use the Future City dashboard to execute the regional competition. That's the setup, entering the scoring, the day of. And then the invitation for second place, so if that organization wins, we'll reach out to you directly after you've published the scoring, letting you know that you can extend that invite. And it is 100% up to your region if you would like to extend that invite or not. So if you do decide to extend that invite, it can either be that organization that pays for the travel, or if your region wants to pay for the expenses of the travel and the hotel, you're welcome to do that. Some of the regions opt not to offer that, but then some do. So again, it's completely up to your region if you want to extend that invitation. But again, we'll let you know as soon as the day of the regional competition. Once you've released the scoring, we'll just send you a note and say, as a reminder, this team has won for the third time. You can extend the invite if you'd like. A reminder, if you have not sent your certificate of insurance, if you could please send that to me as soon as your venue is confirmed. That way we can just get that to you as soon as possible. We'll just need the date, the venue name, and the address. So our high school teams, we have 152 teams this year for high school. And Maddie is going to be sending out to all of our regions the details details for a short list of high school teams in your area with the coach's name and email, as well as the school or the organization that they're coming from. And what you can do with that is it's completely up to you, but you can invite those coaches to your regional competition. Sometimes there's some space in like the award ceremony or just time where everyone is waiting in between presentations. If you want to invite the coaches to and the students to present their high school project or just share a little bit about their experience. You can feel free to do that. It does really help strengthen relationship between the middle school and the high school program and bring awareness to high school. So anyone that is going out of the middle school program, just letting them know that that opportunity is available. And it's also a great way to grab extra volunteers. So she'll be reaching out to you in an email with that list of names and contacts, and you can reach out if you'd like. Joe, I see your hand raised.
Yeah, I had a quick question, going back to the second place team being able to come. Will those teams go if you decide to send a second team, will they go through like the same booking? Can they go through the same booking processes with you guys? Like I'm just wondering, like, okay, so they're going to the hotel. Are they just like on their own to figure out how to get a hotel room and get flights and all that kind of stuff? Or can once we know for sure that they're gonna go, I know they have to pay for it, but can they book, do they book with you guys?
We can put them in contact. We use travel partners as
Okay.
the booking. We can definitely put them in contact and they can work directly with them. And then for the hotel, they would just use the link that we give for friends and family that will give the
Okay.
discounted rate, and they can book any of those rooms directly through that.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That helps. Thanks.
Yeah. I just wanted to point out we got a new resource from UL Research Institutes and Explore Labs that they created for the teams this year, specifically on how circular approaches can reduce waste. So it's really ideal with theme and goes into withstanding from emerging threats and challenges. So they created this with a lot of different resources and QR codes that the students and the teams can research and just help with their projects. So we included it in the newsletter that went out last week, but it's in the competition resources section. So if anyone asks or if you need a resource to share, this is in there, and it's a great way to explore how circularity and standards can create more resilient cities. So that's one of our newest resources that we updated. And then just the last thing I had, the last call is December 18th at 1. I will triple check the invitation and the link to make sure it does say 1 Eastern, just in case. But the RSVP is there, and that's our last call. It'll be Thursday, in December 18th. So it's just a really quick, yes, Candy. Oh, sorry, Candy, I think your hand's raised. Do you have a question?
Yes, sorry about that. I was trying to find the mute button. Question about the high school presence for the high school competitors. Will they have their judging already completed prior to our middle school competition, regional competition time? Will we know, or will we kind of stay in tune with where they are in the competition process? Although we're middle school, kind of like to celebrate them during our regional competitions, or are they going beyond the new year in the spring?
That's it.
Like how much? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. And I actually, Maddie, the program manager for high school, is on the call, and I saw that she unmuted, so I'll hand it off to her for that one.
Thanks, Ashley, and thanks, Candy. That's a great question. Hi, everyone. So it will depend on when your regional competition is. So the qualification round for high school is from January 7 to January 14. So if your regional competition is before that or within that realm, that time frame, they will not know if they are going to finals or not. But if it's after probably like the 19th, maybe that weekend, but just for padding, the week of the 19th on, they should know if they're going to finals.
Okay, our Alabama regional is January 24th, so we should fall
Great,
after
yeah,
that.
they'll know then. Perfect.
Okay. So do you think they'll kind of would you all provide some kind of fanfare for them if they've place or gone far in the competition, or we're just kind of getting them there to help connect the middle school students or competitors to what it looks like in a high school competition?
Yeah, great question. So this connection of connecting with these high school teams and inviting them to your regional competition is totally optional. We wouldn't really provide any type of materials or physical materials or anything, but we can certainly provide. We have like a PowerPoint slide all about the program that we provide. I think we even have a script. I believe both of those things are already within your resources that you can check out and prep for your regional competition. But yeah, you're free to celebrate. If there is a team that is going to finals. At your regional competition. And if you have multiple teams there, you can just celebrate the program if you're willing and just have them speak about it or just showcase their program, their projects. But it's totally up to you. You have full creative power of this. And like I said, it's completely optional. But we really appreciate, all regions, advocating for the high school program. I really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, we're looking forward to it. This is something we've kind of been powwowing over to try and have more of a high school presence. So I'm
Awesome.
glad y'all came up with this. Great minds.
Thank you so much, Candy.
Thank you, Mandy.
And Kevin, I saw your message there. So that'll be right after the virtual qualification rounds. So if you want, you could just send Maddie and I an email right after, just to see if we have the information for Great Plains, to see if anyone around there is moving before your competition, if that works. And I'm speaking for Maddie too.
Nope,
But
that's perfect. That was
yeah,
great. Thank you, Ashley.
great.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Maddie. Are there any other questions or anything else I can answer for? I did want to let everyone know I'll be out of the office next week, but I'll be right there. So if you have anything maybe outstanding, I'm going to get through all of my emails today, but if you have anything else outstanding, if you want to email it to me, and I'll do my best to get it done before I'm out. But just as a heads up.
And then a lot of times, you guys, the week between Christmas and New Year's, you take the week off, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
But
that's the one to really prepare for because everything hits the
yeah.
fan then.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll be off, but also checking a little bit. So don't want to leave anyone high and dry. But yeah, we'll be taking off from Christmas to New Year's. Mhm.
Ashley, I saw the email you sent with the potential engineer judges and mentors. Do you
Mhm.
all anticipate having lists to come from different opportunities that come up in the after Thanksgiving break, or was that kind of a one-off thing?
It was more of a one-off, but we can, if you need help recruiting mentors or volunteers, we can help grab different avenues that we have with different names and help recruit in that way. But that was more of like a one-off, one time. Yeah.
Okay, that would be helpful to
Yeah.
have a
I
list
can,
going forward.
yeah, and Kenny, I can send you the list of in your region for the Alabama region, list of mentors and volunteers and judges that were registered the previous couple of years, if that would help, just so you can have that to go off of as well.
Oh, yeah, that would be helpful. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks.
So this one was short and sweet. So if anyone wants some time back in their day, feel free to jump off or stay around. I'll upload the recording as well as the PowerPoint and then send out an email wrap up. And then I'll again double check the time for the December call. But thank you everyone for joining, and I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving holiday. Thanks, Ashley. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.